Sorry guys, hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Very good. It's been so long.
I know. How are you keeping? How's it going?
Well, I'm doing very well.
Good,
How are you
good.
doing? How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Just things are getting back to normal here now. So feeling some form of like relief. Just like eating out in like indoors in restaurants is just feels so good
Stop
right
making
now.
me jealous. Stop it
and,
right now.
and you guys will be doing that really soon as well.
Inshallah,
Yeah,
fingers
fingers
crossed. Fingers
crossed,
crossed.
fingers crossed.
I
But
know.
listen, congratulations on Army of the Dead release. That brilliant response. Let's quickly just touch upon that. How are you feeling after it?
Oh wow, have you seen it?
No, I have not yet. I just got back to the cinema yesterday.
Oh, so someone sent me a picture of the zombie tiger at Piccadilly Circus, like this
Oh,
big thing, and I was like, oh my god, I wish I was there to see it myself. It's been a bit like surreal.
yeah.
It's been fun. I think the response has been amazing. I think I just love fans of Indian films all over the world. They have so much love for us and the work that we do.
Yeah.
And I've got that love in India for all these years. And now it's kind of cool that for my first Hollywood film, I'm getting all the love and appreciation as well. And Zach has been just amazing to work with. He's such a fine director, the best we have in the business. So yeah, it's incredible.
I'm sure that sounds amazing. So, congratulations on that. Now, let's move on to what we are here to talk about today, which is your upcoming web series, which is out tomorrow. Maharani, tell us a little bit about the story, firstly.
Story is essentially, if you've seen the teaser or trailer, it's essentially the story of a housewife, a woman who's from the village, never been outside her village, never been to like a big city like Patna, never sat on a plane, never read a book in her life, and how she gets nominated by her husband, who's the chief minister, to become the next chief minister, and how she becomes the next chief minister of Bihar.
Mm-hmm.
And then what happens, and it's sort of like a strange coming of age story of this woman, Rani Bharti. So it's exciting because I felt like it's such an unusual character that I've never played before in a film or a series, and I get to play this in a series like Maharani, which has just this whole coming of age dynamic and what all she goes through. It's been very incredible.
And what did you find most interesting about the character of Rani?
What did I find most interesting? Everything. I feel like what she has is so often, when we say if a person can't in India, if they can't speak English very well, or they haven't gone to school, then they're dumb. And I feel like that necessarily is not always true. Sometimes you have like people who have a lot of like native wisdom and common sense, and sometimes their lack of education could be just a lack of opportunity. So Rani Bharti is one person like that. She's never had the opportunity because being who she is and where she comes from, and the fact that she's a woman, never had access to education, but she's really bright and she's strong and she has agency. And how she exercises that, because when she's put in, like for example, there's a scene. I don't know how good your Bihari is.
Not good at all, but yours is really good.
So there's a dialogue she says, in the trailer. It's there in the trailer saying, कि इतना मर्दाना सरकार का मुख्यमंत्री आप हमको काहे बनाती है, which essentially it means that why have you made me, a woman, the chief minister of such a male government. And she's saying it matter of fact, like I've just walked into a room and saying, oh my god, there's so many guys, why have you made me the chief minister of all these people? But actually what she's also talking about in her own simplistic way is about representation of women in government, in the parliament, in all aspects of politics. And that, for me, that innocence and that forthrightness through which she puts across her views was so beautiful and so endearing. Like, here was a character that was innocent and probably didn't have the vocabulary to express what we discuss often, even as working women today, about our lives and realities of our lives. But she has said this in her very Rani way, and I love that. I absolutely love that. And for me, it has been an absolute honor to play her. Because, sometimes as actors, when you play a character, you put a part of yourselves in the character, but sometimes the characters also give you something. So what she's given me is just to be authentic and to be unafraid to express that authenticity.
Mm. And I think part of this character sounds like it is a reflection on society and how women are perceived and women empowerment. I mean, how important is this character for you? You know, you say she's quite simple, but yet she says things quite firmly. In a room full of men, she's getting her point across quite nicely and calmly.
Right. So you're saying what I didn't understand the question. Say that again, please.
How important is this role for you? I mean, you know, in terms of when you look at it as like a women empowerment, or when you look at it as society perceives women?
To put it humbly, as an actor or as a woman, this is the role of a lifetime. And I'm not even exaggerating. I've often said this, you know, I feel very privileged in a lot of ways, and not a day goes by when I'm not aware of the privilege that I was born with. And also, like, when you look around, you see a lot of people don't have the same access to things and resources that you've had. The luxury that you take for the small luxuries that you take for granted. So, you know, when you play a character like that, you really get a glimpse into their world. I mean, I've been a Delhi girl. I was born in the big city. I live in Mumbai now. You know, I travel the world. I read. You know, there's so much that I have in my life to be grateful for. And then when you play a character like Rani, who's never sat on a plane, never ventured outside her village, never gone to school, never read a book in her life. You know, for me to play a character like that, to inhabit her world, to understand her choices, and how she chooses to express them, you know, it really opens you up as a person, and I guess makes you more empathetic. You know, and for me, this really has been such a challenging role, because as actors also, there's so much that we know, right? We're self-aware, we try and educate ourselves about what we're doing, but there's so many things, like I would know how to do an interview with you in English, but Rani would be like, I don't know what's going on. And how do you play that convincingly, that not knowing on screen? That for me was the biggest challenge, to do this character.
And, you know, there's this whole debate, Huma, about big screen versus OTT platforms, and, you know, whether, like, you guys as actors, I mean, you know, at the end of the day, a project is a project wherever it goes. But you as a person, I mean, is there a certain criteria that you follow where you pick and choose your scripts and your roles? I mean, you know, you've done a humongous amount of work, and not just humongous, but you've done an amazing amount of work. And I particularly loved you in Leila. I think you were fabulous in that. You were so good. So, I mean, how does that whole concept work for you now that this industry is really changing?
Well, thank you. I am very proud of Leila. It's very close to my heart. I've given a lot to that series and to that role, and I've had a wonderful working relationship and personal relationship with Deepa Mehta. I think she's such a powerhouse, and in so many ways, she's really like empowered me as a woman and as an actor. Working with her, I think everybody should work with her. She's just amazing. So yeah, I mean, thank you for saying that, but like, I don't know how to respond to that. Like, I just feel like I pick stuff that just talks to me, that resonates with me, that I feel I want to do right now. And it's not like I'm going out looking for stuff. Sometimes if you put yourself in the right frame of mind, you pull things to yourself. So I'm just doing that, honestly. You know, I'm not trying to, I don't know, pick only certain kind of things. I just read a script, and if I like it, I do it. It's pretty simple.
Yeah. And in terms of this, like, big screen versus OTT, what are your views on that?
My views on that are, just because you can order in and have a great meal doesn't mean you'll stop wanting to go out and have a romantic dinner or celebrate a birthday with friends. I think the value of that is completely different. You know, we all love binge watching series at home because it's such a immersive experience, right? And we all have done that, and thank God for like streamers like Sony LIV, you know, who've given us amazing shows like The Scam and now Maharani, hopefully, you know, that we can sit at home and enjoy and tide through this pandemic. But at the same time, am I not waiting for theaters to open and go myself, buy like a ticket and a big tub of popcorn? Absolutely, I'm waiting for it. Like, I know theaters have opened there. 14th we release Army of the Dead in theaters, and I was just like, oh, I wish I was there. You know, I wish we had a premiere. I remember when we were in the UK and we had the premiere of a Viceroy's House, when I think I spoke to you. Oh,
yes,
I missed that. I missed that. I mean, this is great. I mean, and thank God for technology, but like I miss
the human
doing
interaction.
promotions. Yes, the human interactions, doing promotions, you know, just traveling, just watching your film with an audience. I mean, to a packed house. Like those are just human experiences you can never replace. The value of that'll never go out of fashion.
For sure, for sure. Now, Huma, before I let you go, I want you to give a message to your fans who are going to be watching this and who are going to be listening to this on the radio. What is one thing that you would say to them why they should watch a show like Maharani?
So guys, Sony LIV is in the UK, and therefore we are lucky that we can bring to you Maharani where you guys are in the UK. So please, please, please watch it. Well, number one most important reason, it's got me in it.
Of course.
And if that isn't good for you, if that isn't good enough for you, then I can promise you it's a great story. I think it's sort of like, is this fantasy where all of us feel like if we were the prime minister or the president or whatever, the chief minister for one day, we would really change things around. So, you know, all of us have this little fantasy that we would do things better or differently. So yeah, just to sort of live vicariously through Rani Bharti, like, watch it, enjoy it. I hope you love not just my character, but all the other amazing ensemble of actors that we have in the series. They all are so talented and they've got so much of themselves to the script. I think each and every character and performance will really touch you.
Thank you, Huma. You're a powerhouse of an actor. You're fabulous in every single thing that you do. And we really, really look forward to watching you in even more projects, big screen or OTT. It doesn't really matter. But just keep giving us
I miss you. I wish I could see you guys soon.
Come soon, hopefully.
I will. Take care, my love. Take care of yourself.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, babe. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks,